Kulāiwi podcast, the K. So you know K.
Yeah, that's true.
Our mission as a Native nonprofit is to serve the West Kaua community through impactful and measurable programming that leads to positive and meaningful outcomes for its people.
How about we talk about when you first came to the program, when it wasn't really a solidified program. Okay? We'll talk about that. So, here we are today at the Kulāiwi podcast. And we have Kahealani Numazawa with us. She's 12 years old.
Funny.
She's actually 17.
17.
17.
I actually came to the farm as a punishment. So I was going down wrong paths in life. I was rebelling. I think it was the ending of my 8th grade year in middle school. Yeah. And I got into some trouble that involved police. So as a punishment, my parents were like, you're gonna learn some discipline and hard work. So they sent me with coach because I was already paddling. So I was like, yeah, okay. So the first day was brutal. I still remember it to this day. We went to the quarry and we got like 2 truckloads of just gravel. And he's like, okay, empty them out. And I was like, how? And he gave me a shovel. He gave me 1 shovel and told me to empty it out. All blisters and callus. And he's like, this is your first day. We got 4 more.
That was building the Aloha.
Yeah, that was the one at the Aloha school.
Yeah.
I had to shovel all the dirt because we were setting the posts. I was really thinking that I really should not have gotten in trouble. I was like, oh, how would anybody do this? It's like, what kind is this? But then I really got into it throughout that week. Oh, I fell in love with it. Because when I was here, I kind of just saw it like, oh, it's punishment. But then when I actually opened up to it, like, oh, this isn't a punishment. This is a learning environment. Like, it's like a second school, a second family, plus work, all rolled into one. And I just couldn't bring myself to leave. Like, even now as a senior in high school. I think it was like one thing to learn about the stuff, but the way that coach specifically taught it, like he made it seem like more than just history. He made it seem present and in the day. And I made it like in my head, it clicked for me that like, I was like, oh, this is right now. We gotta keep doing this right now. This isn't just some history like, oh, they used to plant kalo. Here we are right now. No, we're planting kalo. And it's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Everything that it taught me, it gave me that stability that I wanted in my life. Like the work would change, like the seasons would change, but the goals stayed the same. And that was to grow and prosper and that idea of sustainability.
But the cool thing is like kids like Monsta, Kahealani, which is super rare. They with us, I would say, 80% of the time, in a full 365-day calendar. Whatever 80% is of that, she with us. Sometimes I force her to be with us, but most times she here because she like you, and that's something you cannot find in the youth. Not as much, at least I think so.